Hello everyone, welcome. I am Santosh, technical lead at Classer. I have been working with and practicing within Shopify ecosystem for over 8 years. Today I am going to talk about how Shopify businesses can cut app cost and take full ownership of bundle experience natively. More Shopify stores today believe if you want bundles, you want app. And for a while, it works great. But over time, the choice starts to show up in a way most Shopify merchants don't directly connect to raising app cost, slower storefront, limited control to bundle logic, and the data which lives outside the ecosystem. So the question we asked was simple. If Shopify already handles product, variants, checkout, and fulfillment, why are we outsourcing bundles? That question lead us to build a fully automated bundle experience with Shopify's capability. No third-party apps involved. In this session, we will break down that step by step, where app-dependent bundle starts creating friction, how native capabilities actually works, what customer experience looks like on the storefront, and how fulfillment is automated without any external dependency. Whether if you are already using bundle apps or just exploring an idea, this session should change how you think about what's actually possible in Shopify itself. Let's get into it. To give a little background on why this topic matters right now, Shopify has been investing heavily in its native platform capabilities over the past 2 years. Features that once required third party apps, subscription, bundle, custom checkout logic are increasingly being bought in house. This session is practically guide to leverage those investments. Throughout this session, you will also notice a recurring theme: ownership, owning your data, owning your storefront performance, owning your customer experience. The theme is not accidental. In e-commerce, the businesses that grows most efficiently are the ones with the fewest dependency between their strategy and their execution. Before we dive in, a quick note on who is this for. This session is designed for Shopify merchants at any stage, whether you are doing a few hundred orders a month or a tens of thousands. The underlying principle applies to every scale. What changes is how you urgently feel the pain that app dependent bundles creates. One final thing. Everything we are going to discuss today is executable without a developer on call after the first setup. The system is built to be managed with your team from your Shopify admin. We'll walk through exactly how. The problem with app dependent bundle. Before looking at solution, it's worth to understand why app dependent bundles became a problem, not just technically, but from business standpoint. Growing cost, data you don't own, slower storefront, limited control, vendor risk. Cost that grows with you. Most Shopify apps charge monthly fee or takes cut based on order volume. As your sales grows, so that does expense. You end up paying continuously for the functionality that Shopify can deliver on its own. To put that in perspective, a mid-sized Shopify store processing around 2000 bundles per month can expect to pay anywhere from $200 to $600 a month to a bundle app, depending on a pricing, tiers, and revenue share models. Over a year, that's a significant operating cost. For infrastructure, you can replace with native tools at zero marginal cost. As you scale to 5,000 to 10,000 orders, those numbers climb proportionally. The native approach caps that cost at zero regardless of volume. Data that lives outside the Shopify. Bundle configuration, product relationship, fulfillment logic. A lot of information which is stored inside the app, not in Shopify. If you ever need to migrate or report on it or switch tool, you may not have easy access to your own data. This becomes particularly painful during platform audits, investor due diligence, or when you are trying to build a custom reporting. Your bundle performance data, conversions rate, average order values, item popularity within bundles is sitting in a third-party database you don't control. Some apps provide export option, but the format is often proprietary and requires significant transformation before it's useful. With a native approach, every data point lives inside Shopify reporting framework, directly accessible via admin, analytical dashboards, and APIs. Impact on store performance. Every app added to your store introduces a code that your browser has to load. This slows down your pages. In e-commerce, slower performance directly affects how many customers converts into buyers. Google's research consistently shows that 1 second delay in page load time can reduce conversion up to 20%. Bundle apps frequently inject JavaScript for their UI. Their selection logic, the cart integration, often adding 200 to 500 milliseconds of load time. For a store doing $500K a year, a 10% conversion improvement from faster pages translates directly to $50K in additional revenue. This is not a theoretical optimization. It's a commercial argument for going native. Shopify's own core web vital guidance recommending minimizing third-party app scripts as the single highest impact performance improvement most stores can make. Bundle apps are often one of the largest script contributions. Limited control over the experience. When the third-party apps controls your bundle UI, the ability to customize it is restricted. The look, the behavior, the information shown, all of it is designed based on the app's decision, not yours. Think about what that means practically. Your brand has specific font, specific color, specific interaction pattern that your customer expect. As a third-party bundle UI, however well designed, it is generically introduces a visual inconsistency your most engaged customer will notice. More importantly, you can't A/B test it the way you can native components. You can't change the selection interface based on the seasonal campaigns. You can't add a custom message for loyalty members. The native approach eliminates all of these constraints. Vendor dependency. App developer changes pricing, releases updates that causes conflict, or in some cases shut down entirely. Any of these events can disrupt your store. For a core feature like bundle, these are unnecessary risks. This risk is not hypothetical. In the last 3 years, multiple high usage Shopify bundle apps have either been acquired or repriced, shut down with limited notice, or released update that broke the checkout functionality for days. If your bundle logic is native, none of these events affect you. Your feature set lives inside the Shopify's infrastructure. Backed by Shopify's SLA, no external failure points. The point is that apps are not bad. Apps are excellent solution for the features that Shopify doesn't handle natively or for capabilities that requires deep external integrations. The point is that for something as central as bundle, there is more stable, cost effective and controllable way and it already exists within Shopify. How the native bundle system works. Let me walk through how the system is structured quickly. The core idea is one bundle, many items. The system is built in simple parent-child relationship. The bundle product, what customer sees and purchases. It has a name, a price, and lives in your Shopify catalog system like any other products. The child products are the individual items that makes the bundle. These are existing products already in your store. Nothing needs to be recreated or duplicated. The connection between bundles and the items are managed through Shopify's built-in product configuration directly from your admin. This parent-child model is more powerful precisely because of its simplicity. You are not creating a separate bundle database or a parallel product catalog. You are working within the product model Shopify already manages, which means inventory, variants, pricing rule, and product meta field all behave exactly as expected. There is no special handling required. From an inventory perspective, each child product continues to be tracked independently. When a bundle containing 3 items sells, each of these 3 items has its inventory documented automatically through Shopify's standard fulfillment flow. You don't need to manage bundle level stock separately. It's derived from the stock of the component products. Two rules that control everything. The entire bundle behavior is driven by two simple settings. Setting 1: which products are included. You select the child items that belongs to this bundle from the admin directly. You can change the selection anytime without touching any code. Setting 2: how many can customers select? For pick your own bundle, such as choose any three, you set that number. Storefront enforces automatically using some script. These two settings controls entire customer experience and can be updated anyone with an admin access. The simplicity of two settings is by design. In our experience, building and deploying this system across multiple merchants, the biggest obstacle to adoption is not technical complexity. It's the fear of complexity. Two settings demystify the entire system. A merchandise manager, a market coordinator, or a store owner can update a bundle compositions or limit without any technical knowledge or risk breaking the storefront. There's also a meaningful operational benefit here. Because of bundle configuration lives in Shopify admin. It follows Shopify's existing permission model. You can grant bundle edit access to the specific team member without giving them access to the code, theme, or fulfillment setting. What the customer sees. On the product bundle page, the customer sees the available item with its name, price, and images. They make their selection within the allowed limit and add bundle to the cart. On the cart page, they see one item with one price, clean and straightforward. This clean cart presentation is important for conversion. Researchers on cart abundant consistently shows that complexity or confusion on cart presentation. Multiple line items, separate pricing, unclear total are a leading cause of drop off at the cart stage. One bundle, one price, one line item removes the friction entirely. The selection interface itself is designed to be intuitive. Customers are shown all the available options with clear visual. As they make selections, their progress towards the required count is shown in the real time. When they reach their limit, the remaining options dim, providing clear, non-institutive feedback without error messages or alerts. What order captures? Once the customer makes their selection, the system automatically attaches the details of chosen item to the order quietly in the background. This information travels through checkout and to the fulfillment workflow without any manual entry. Your operational team receives complete accurate picture of what needs to be shipped automatically from the moment the order is placed. The data captured at the order level is structured specifically for the operational readability. Each child item is recorded with its product ID, variant ID, title, and quantity. This means your warehouse system, your 3PL, or your internal fulfillment team can parse and act on this data directly without any translations layer or any manual interpretations. For stores using Shopify built-in fulfillment or a connected 3PL like ShipBob or ShipMonk, this structured data flows directly into the pick and pack workflow. No manual or re-entry, no risk of interpretation, The order record is the source of truth from the moment it is created. The storefront experience. Here is how the storefront experience is built for customers. A dedicated page layout for bundles. Bundle page has its own page template separate from the regular product pages. This keeps the design purposeful. This layout is built specifically for browsing and selecting the items without affecting any other part of your store. Using a dedicated template means you have full design freedom for the bundle experience without any risk of affecting your main product page template. Want to add additional promotional banners, a how it works section, or a comparison table to your bundles pages? You can do that within the bundle template without it appearing anywhere on your store. This kind of surgical design control is simply not possible when the third party owns your bundle UI. The template is built using Shopify's liquid templating system, which means the integration naturally with your existing theme CSS variables, typography, and components library. The bundle page looks and feels native to your store because it is. Product display dynamically. The item shown on the page directly comes from the configuration setup in the admin. Update the bundle, one or two level of selection, add, remove or replace the products. It reflects on the page immediately. No developer involvement needed for catalog change. This real-time reflection is backed by Shopify's product API, which the template queries on load. There is no caching layer to flush, no static page to regenerate, no CDN to invalidate. The moment a change is saved in the admin, it is live on the storefront. For fast-moving promotions or seasonal bundle rotations, this responsiveness is operationally valuable. Selection is guided and enforced. The page respects the limit you have defined. Customers are guided through their choice naturally. Once they reach the limit, other remaining options become inactive. The enforcement logic is handled client side in lightweight JavaScript. It's embedded directly in the theme, not loaded from an external server. This means it's fast, reliable, and don't add any meaningful weight to the page. It also means it functions correctly even in the edge case where a customer navigates back, refreshes, or uses a slow connection. There are also guardrails built into the add to cart action. If a customer attempts to add the bundle without completing their selection, they receive a clear inline prompt, not a page reload or a model interruption. The experience is designed to guide, not block. Standard checkout and no expectation. Once the item are selected and added to the cart, customer proceeds through the Shopify's completely standard checkout. No custom flow, no modification. The complexity is handled behind the scene. The customer experience remains simple. This is worth emphasizing because it has significant commercial and compliance implications. Shopify's checkout is optimized for conversions. It's A/B tested continuously. It supports all major payment methods and it's compliant with regional tax and data regularizations globally. Any customization of the checkout flow is driven from the optimized baseline. By keeping the checkout standard, you inherit all of these benefits automatically and you remain eligible for Shopify's checkout conversion guarantees. It also means that every future Shopify checkout improvements, Shop Pay enhancement, accelerated checkout option, new payment methods benefits your bundle purchases automatically without any additional configuration on your part. Fulfillment automation. This is where the operational value of this system becomes most apparent. The challenge: once the bundle order arrives warehouse, they see one item, the bundle, but physically they have to pick and ship the individual items the customer selected. Handling manually, reading order notes, identifying each item's routing fulfillments can work at small volume. But as your order number grows, this becomes bottleneck. It slows down the processing, introduces errors, consumes staff time that could better used elsewhere. To understand the scale of this problem, at 50 bundle orders per day, manually processing might take a team member of 30 to 45 minutes. A 500 bundle orders per day, that same process consumes the entire person's working day every day. That's not a staffing problem you can hire a way out of sustainability. It's a systems problem that requires automation. And critically, even with additional staff, error rates tend to climb with volume. Automation doesn't get tired or distracted. There's also customer experience dimensions. Manual fulfillment routing introduce variability. Order processing earlier is a day shift faster than those processed late. When with automation, every order is routed within a second of placement, regardless of the time, a day of week, or current team capacity. The solution: Shopify Flow. Shopify Flow is Shopify's built-in automation tool. It allows you to define a business rule that can trigger when a specific event happens in your store. No external apps, no additional cost. The automation built for this system follows one simple rule. When bundle order placed, read the selected items, process the fulfillment for each item automatically. Shopify Flow is included with Shopify standard plans and requires no additional subscription. Its visual workflow editor means that the logic behind the fulfillment automation is readable and auditable by non-technical team members. If you want to add a condition, for example, route high value bundle orders differently or skip automation orders marked as gift, you can do that with your workflow editor. Flow also support conditional branching, meaning you can build fulfillment logic that adapts to different scenarios. A bundle with one out of stock item might trigger a different path than a fully available order. You can define these branches in the same tool with the same visual interface. For merchants who want to go further, Shopify Flow supports webhook and custom HTTPS requests, which means it can trigger actions in external system, your ERP or your 3PL's API, your warehouse management system without leaving the Shopify's ecosystem. The automation that starts in a flow, you can reach as far as your fulfillment stack requires. What this delivers operationally: accuracy. The system reads directly from order data, exactly what customer selected. No manual transcriptions, no room for errors. To quantify this, manual order processing typically has an error rate of 1 to 3% at 500 orders per day. That's 5 to 15 errors daily, each of which requires customer service interventions, a replacement shipment, or a refund. Automation eliminates these error classes entirely. The system reads structured data and acts on it deterministically. There is no ambiguity to misinterpret. Speed. The fulfillment action begins at the point of order creation, not someone else processes the queue. In practical terms, this means a customer placing a bundle order at 11 p.m. on a Sunday receives the same fulfillment initiation speed as a customer orders at 9 a.m. on a Monday. For stores that promises next day or same day dispatch, this consistency speed is what that promise achievable regardless of order timing. Scalability. The automation handles 10 orders, 10,000 orders in the same way. Your fulfillment capacity is no longer limited by manual process. This is transformative benefit. Growth in bundle orders no longer requires promotional growth in operation headcount. Your fulfillment infrastructure scale with your commercial ambience, not with your HR budget. For businesses going on the peak trading periods, holiday seasons, promotional events, product launches, This decoupling of order volume from operational complexity is what makes high growth period manageable. The full order journey. Here is how it looks end to end. Customer selects item on bundle page, add to cart, on product, on price, completes standard Shopify checkout, order is created. The Shopify flow triggers automatically, selected item details read from the order, fulfillment processed for each item, warehouse receives complete accurate information, order ships. No manual work, no third party tools. Everything runs within Shopify. What's notable about this journey is what isn't it? No app dashboard to check, no manual steps to complete, no third party systems to query. Every stage from the order placement to warehouse instruction happens within the Shopify infrastructure. This is what a truly native bundle system looks like in practice, not as workaround, but as a purpose built workflow that uses a platform's capability exactly as intended. For merchants who want visibility into this journey at each stage, Shopify's order timeline provides a chronological audit trail of every action automated. You can see when flow is triggered, what data is read, and what fulfillment action is initiated, all from the order detail page in your admin and from Flow admin. The core message today is simple. Shopify already has a tool to build fully automated, functional, and simple bundle system. No apps, no ongoing fees, no vendor dependency. If you would like to further explore this on your store, feel free to connect on LinkedIn. Thank you all for your time today. If there is one thing to take away from this session, it's this: the gap between what most Shopify stores are doing and what they could be doing with native platform capability is insignificant. And it's shrinking every time Shopify releases new features. The merchant who invests time in understanding those capabilities today will operate with a structural cost and performance advantage over those who continue defaulting to third party apps for every function. The bundle system we have discussed is one example, but the same logic applies to subscription management, loyalty program, custom checkout flow, and personalization. Shopify is building the infrastructure for all of this. The question is whether you will be positioned to use it when it arrives. Reach out via LinkedIn or through Kleiser website. We work with merchants of all size and can help access whether your current bundle setup is a candidate for this kind of migration. Thank you again for your time. I hope this session has given you a clearer picture of what's possible and a concrete starting point of making this real in your store.